My dear friends in Christ, the next 3 weeks, and this week we are in the 12th week of Ordinary Time, we'll hear from St. Mark's Gospel, and he will address the theme of faith. Theologians distinguish between the fides quae, faith as it's found in the Catechism, that is, those teachings which we believe, and the fides qua, which is the act of faith. St. Mark is interested in the act of faith. And in this Sunday, we think about the disciples' lack of faith in Jesus. They have left everything to follow him. One would think that they would have faith in him. They had seen some of the miracles he had performed. For example, he healed the man with the withered hand. Now they are at sea with the Lord, and the wind is great, and the storms are great. And of course, the sea was a place of great danger, especially for primitive people. You could drown, or your ship could easily be capsized. And they ask in fear, "Master, do you not care that we are perishing?" This gospel passage was used when Pope Francis prayed in front of the whole world during the time of the pandemic. Do you not care that we are perishing? Of course God cares. God is intimately concerned. But the apostles failed to recognize that Jesus is God with them. He is Emmanuel. He is there in their midst. And of course, the concerns of the heart of Jesus are made known when he immediately says, "Be still, be quiet." And the seas and the winds obey him. The disciples ask a question. Who is this that even the seas and the winds obey him? And that is a fundamental question in St. Mark's Gospel. Who is this? The gospel of Jesus Christ is how the gospel begins. The gospel concludes with the centurion saying, "Truly, this man was the Son of God." In the middle of the gospel, you have St. Peter's proclamation of faith. "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." In the first half of St. Mark's Gospel, there's a gradual revelation of who Jesus is. And it's a question that we should ask ourselves. Who is this whom even the seas and the winds obey? Who is Jesus in my life when my heart is troubled, when things seem dark all around me? Is Jesus simply a nice guy who went around doing good? Is he simply a souped-up social service worker? Is he simply a master teacher? Or is he true God and true man, who is deeply concerned about us and who will use his power to save us? Jesus calms the storms, physical storms sometimes, but the storms of sin and distress and disturbance in our life with his mercy, with the concern that flows from his heart. Each one of us asks to ask the question, who is he in my life? And can I personally choose him, to take my stand with him, to live with him, to be with him, and to act in his name?